Hi children. In this video, we are going to see 6th standard mathematics, chapter whole numbers, topic properties of multiplication. In this video, we are going to learn properties of multiplication. There are closure property, commutative property, associative property, multiplicative identity, and a distributive property. Coming to the first property, closure property. So let us recall the closure property of addition. So that is, when we add two whole numbers, the sum is also a whole number. So the closure property of multiplication also same like this. That is, when we multiply two whole numbers, then their product is also a whole number. So now let us understand with one example. So here 3 trays are there. In each tray have 5 cakes. So now we want to find the number of cakes for 1 tray, 2 trays, 3 trays and 0 tray. So let's find the number of cakes for 1 tray. So we want to multiply 1 and 5, we get 5. So next, let us find the number of cakes for 2 trays. That is 2 into 5, we get 10. Next, the number of cakes for 3 tray. So 3 multiply with 5, we get 15. Next, the number of cakes for 0 tray. So now we want to multiply 0 and 5, we get 0. So we learn from this, when two whole numbers are multiplied, we always get the result also a whole number. A and B are two whole numbers, then the product is also a whole number. So we define the closure property as, if A and B are two whole numbers, then A into B is also a whole number. Now coming to the second property, commutative property. Let us recall commutative property of addition. That is, when two whole numbers will be interchanged but its sum is same. Commutative property of multiplication is also same like this, but here we have to multiply the numbers. That is, when two whole numbers will be interchanged but its product is same. Now let us understand with one example. So here 4 groups are there. In each group have 2 animals. So let us find the total number of animals. So here we find the number of animals in two ways. So the first way, we have to multiply the number of groups and number of animals in each group. The another way, we have to multiply number of animals in each group and number of groups. So that is 2 multiply 4 equal to 8. Next one, 4 multiply 2 equal to 8. See children, here 2 whole numbers will be interchanged, but the product is same. So, we learn from this, when 2 whole numbers will be interchanged, then the product is same. That is, A into B equal to B into A. So, we define the commutative property as, if A and B are 2 whole numbers, then A into B equal to B into A. Next, associative property. This is cuboid. Here, length equal to 3 cm, breadth equal to 4 cm, height equal to 2 cm. Now, let us find volume of cuboid. Volume of cuboid equal to the product of length, breadth and height. Now, we need to multiply 3, 4 and 2. Here, we have find the values in 2 ways. First, we have multiply 4 and 2 and then multiply 3. Therefore, 3 into 8 equal to 24. In second, first we have multiply 3 and 4 and then multiply 2. Therefore, 12 into 2 equal to 24. Both way of approaching gives the same answer. So, we learn from this, 3 numbers are grouped any manner, the product remains same. Therefore, the associative property is, if A, B, C are 3 whole numbers, then A multiply in bracket B multiply C equal to, in bracket, A multiply B multiply C. Next, multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity means the whole number does not change by multiplying a number. Let us find what is that number. 4 into 0 equal to 0. 4 into 3 equal to 12. 5 into 1 equal to 5. 7 into 2 equal to 14. 8 into 1 equal to 8. 6 into 1 equal to 6. Here, which number to be multiplied? We get the same number 1. Therefore, the multiplicative identity is 1. That is, multiplicative identity is 1. Next, 15 into 1 equal to 15. 200 into 1 equal to 200. 1 into 25 equal to 25. 1 into 63 equal to 63. We learn from this, any whole number multiplied 1 or 1 multiplied any whole number, it gives the same number. Therefore, if a is any whole number, then a into 1 equal to 1 into a equal to a. Now coming to the fifth property, distributive property of multiplication. So to distributive means to divide something or give a share or part of something. So the distributive property is help us making difficult problems easily. So here we have two types. The first one, distributive property of multiplication over addition. The second one, distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Now let us understand distributive property of multiplication over addition with one example. See children, here three friends are there. In each have 2 strawberries and 4 apples. Now we should find a total number of fruits of 3 friends. So here we have to follow 2 methods. So the first method, multiply 3 by the sum of 2 and 4. The second method, multiply every number by 3 and then add the values. That is 3 into 2 and 3 into 4 and then add the values. Now let's find the result. So the first method, multiply 3 by the sum of 2 and 4. That is 2 plus 4 equal to 6. Therefore, 3 multiply 6 equal to 18. The second method, 3 multiply by each number and then add the values. So that is 3 into 2 equal to 6, 3 into 4 equal to 12. So now we want to add the values. So 6 plus 12 equal to 18. So we learn from this, both methods are described by the same result. That is 3 into 2 plus 4 equal to 3 into 2 plus 3 into 4. So when a number is multiplied by the sum of two numbers, it is equal to 2 multiply each of the numbers by the result and finally add the values. So we define distributive property of multiplication over addition as if A, B, C are 3 whole numbers, then A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. Next, distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Let us understand with one example. Here, 4 girls and 3 boys are there. In each have 2 pens. Now, we want to find difference between total number of pens of girls and boys. Here, we have to follow 2 methods. First one, we want to subtract number of girls and boys and then multiply 2. The another method, we can first multiply every number by 2 and then subtract the values. Now let us find the result. So the first method, we have to subtract 4 and 3 and then multiply 2. That is 2 into 1 we get 2. In second method, first we want to multiply 2 and 4 and 2 and 3 and then subtract the values. So that is 2 into 4 we get 8, 2 into 3 we get 6. Next 8 minus 6 we get 2. See children, here both results is same. That is, we can write 2 into 4 minus 3 equal to 2 into 4 minus 2 into 3. We learn from this, when a number is multiplied by the difference of two numbers, it is equal to multiply each of the two numbers by the result and finally subtract the values. So, we define distributive property of multiplication over subtraction as if A, B, C are three whole numbers, then A into B minus C equal to A into B minus A into C. Now, let's recall properties of multiplication. So, the first property, closure property. If A and B are two whole numbers, then A into B is also a whole number. So, example, 5 into 7 equal to 35. Here, 5 and 7 are whole number and then 35 is also a whole number. Next, the second property, commutative property. If A and B are two whole numbers, then A into B equal to B into A. That is, two whole numbers will be interchanged, then product is same. For example, 25 into 15 equal to 15 into 25. Next, coming to the third property, associative property. So, if A, B, C are three whole numbers, then A into B into C equal to A into B into C. That is, three whole numbers are grouped in any manner, then the product is same. That is, 10 into in bracket 20 into 30 equal to in bracket 10 into 20 into 30. Next, the fourth property, multiplicative identity is 1. If A is any whole number, then A into 1 equal to 1 into A equal to A. Next, example, 56 into 1 equal to 1 into 56 equal to 56. Next one, distributive property of multiplication over addition. If A, B, C are three whole numbers, then A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. For example, 100 into 50 plus 30 equal to 100 into 50 plus 100 into 30. Next one, a distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. If A, B, C are three whole numbers, then A into B minus C equal to A into B minus A into C. For example, 100 into 50 minus 30 equal to 100 into 50 minus 100 into 30. Thank you, children.